Ciao, sono Anna e questo è My Italian Circle. Hai paura del passato remoto? Are you afraid of the Italian passato remoto? Sei come Cesarino? Are you like Cesarino? And now of course you're wondering who Cesarino is. Scopriamolo insieme.
Hai paura del passato remoto?
The passato remoto is a tense that frightens many learners of Italian. This grammar topic is B1, but I will explain it in English so beginners can understand you. First, we'll listen to Cesarino's story in Italian, of course. Listen closely to identify verbs in the passato remoto.
Cesarino aveva una gran paura del passato remoto. Quando sentiva qualcuno che diceva andai o caddi o anche solo dissi, si tappava le orecchie e chiudeva gli occhi. Il passato remoto, secondo lui, poteva andare bene quando si parlava di Nabucodonosor, di Alessandro Magno, ma se lo sentiva in bocca ai suoi compagni, li vedeva già morti e imbalsamati. Per piacere, non dire arrivai, li pregava a metà del discorso. Cesarino era sicuro di poter vivere benissimo anche senza il passato remoto.
Did you find any examples of passato remoto in this text? Sure, the ones that scared Cesarino. Andai, caddi, dissi, arrivai. This story is about a schoolboy who is afraid of the passato remoto because he thinks it belongs to the distant past where everyone is already dead. In addition, he thinks he can live without it. Guess what? This is the photograph of northern Italians, and not only us. The passato remoto is less and less common. It is only used in some regions of southern and central Italy, especially in Tuscany. I come from the north, so when I hear another Italian use this tense, I find it delightful because it sounds literary to my ear. Why literary? Because it's very much used in books, so one has to be able to recognize it in order to read short stories and novels. On the other hand, to become familiar with the passato remoto, it's a good idea to read short stories in Italian. Due piccioni con una fava. In a nutshell, this tense is used for events that took place in the past and which, according to the speaker, have no relation to the present. The passato remoto can be used to refer to an event that happened either in the very distant past or in a recent time. In both cases, the speaker underlines that it doesn't affect the present. While the passato remoto has now been replaced by the passato prossimo in northern Italy, it is still used in some regions of central and southern Italy. It is widely used in literary works. It can also be included in tests for the certification of Italian. So, if you are like Cesarino and you think you can do without it, think again.
How to form it?
The passato remoto of regular verbs is conjugated by replacing the infinitive ending are, ere, ire with a specific set of endings. Let's start from the beginning with the first conjugation, verbs ending in are. Our example verb is guardare. If we remove the ending of the infinitive are, we are left with guard, to which we attach the new endings. Guardai, guardasti, guardò, guardammo, guardaste, guardarono. And now the second conjugation, verbs ending in ere. Our example is ricevere. Watch out, because some persons may have two variants. The second one is usually a literary form. Ricevetti or ricevei. ricevesti, ricevette or ricevé, ricevemmo, riceveste, ricevettero or riceverono. Finally, the third conjugation ending in ire. Our example verb is dormire. Dormì, dormisti, dormì, dormimmo, dormiste, dormirono. And now a little exercise. I'll show you the endings of the passato remoto and you'll have to conjugate a few verbs. If you want, pause the video and take a screenshot of the table. Ready? Now conjugate parlare, credere, partire.
Irregular verbs.
So far so good. These are just endings that you need to memorize, nothing else. The difficulty arises with irregular verbs. We change the root in the first and third person singular and in the third person plural, that is, the forms io, lui, lei, loro. Verbs belonging to the first and third conjugation, are and ire, are generally regular, while those of the second conjugation are generally irregular. Let's see an irregular verb of the first conjugation, dare. Diedi or detti. Desti, diede or dette. Demmo, deste, diedero or dettero. As you can see, the root changes in the io, lui, lei and loro forms. In addition, the same forms also have a variant. Another one from the second conjugation, prendere. Presi, prendesti, prese, prendemmo, prendeste, presero. Again, the root changes in the first and third person singular and in the third person plural, io, lui, lei, loro. If you are a grammar enthusiast, you may have noticed that the irregular forms are similar to the past participle of the verb. Preso. You can usually get the irregular endings of ere verbs from their past participle. Since many verbs have an irregular past participle, many grammar textbooks provide a list of irregular participles, including our grammar handbook. If I were you, I would review the participles because they are very useful, as we'll see in future videos. Let's now have a look at the verb chiudere. The past participle is chiuso, so let's use it in the io, lui, lei, loro forms. Io chiusi, tu chiudesti, lui chiuse, noi chiudemmo, voi chiudeste, loro chiusero. Among verbs in ire, there are a few irregular verbs. Dire and venire are the most common. Let's have a look. Dissi, dicesti, disse, dicemmo, diceste, dissero. Venni, venisti, venne, venimmo, veniste, vennero. As you can see, once again, there is a pattern in the irregularity, which only involves the forms io, lui, lei, loro. This is as far as we'll go today, but we'll publish a separate video on irregular verbs, where we'll analyze the various groups in detail. Now you have to find all the passato remoto forms in the text, and of course you can pause the video and take a screenshot. Did you do well? Let's check together.
C'era una volta 3 sorelle, giovani tutte e 3. Una aveva 67 anni, l'altra 75 e la terza 94. Dunque, queste ragazze avevano una casa con un bel terrazzino, con un buco per vedere la gente che passava in strada. Quella di 94 anni vide passare un bel giovane. Subito prese il suo fazzolettino più fino e profumato e mentre il giovane passava sotto il terrazzino lo lasciò cadere. Il giovane raccolse il fazzolettino, sentì quel profumo soave e pensò: deve essere di una bellissima fanciulla. Fece qualche passo, poi tornò indietro e suonò la campanella di quella casa. Venne ad aprire una delle 3 sorelle e il giovane le chiese: per piacere, ci sarebbe una ragazza in questo palazzo?
Congratulations, you got to the end of this lesson. My goal today was to give you an overview of the use and formation of the passato remoto. Stay tuned for more detailed grammar lessons. And of course, as I always say, subscribe to this channel, iscriviti a questo canale. We publish a new video every week and there's something for all levels. Ciao! Ciao, sono Anna.
Ciao!
Parlai? Parlasti il vuoto totale. Si è visto?